Hey everybody, Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 has begun. If you're watching this live, hello, hello, hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the videos, and please leave a little comment. I hate Bill. A lot of emojis would be cool. Yeah, if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, same kind of thing. You know what? Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Helps build the channel. Yeah, so do that for me, will you? So it's going to be a really good astrological day today because we're going to talk about all the things that are happening up there that have to do with us down here. So it's going to be done a little bit of work, right? Hey, Allison, about just getting into things and seeing how it's all coordinating, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. You know, see how it goes. We'll see. Yeah, so it's a cold day in Detroit today. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Pat, what's up? I'm glad you're back, Pat. Hey, Lene, how are you? Hey, Sherry. Energy better, but allergy kick. Oh, allergy kick my butt too. Hard, really hard. Yeah, it's all our rain and the cold and stuff like that. It's horrible. It's horrible. This spring is not spring. Hey, Audrey, how's it going? I'm doing well. Let me see. I gotta let the dog out. Hey, you go outside? Here, go. Hey, Dorothy. How's it going? Hey, Taz. How are you? Yup. So, yeah, it's going to be, you probably have to watch this twice. Because if you're on this on the YouTube channel, or you're doing it live, you may have to watch it here and then watch it on the YouTube channel, too, because it's a lot of information. It's going to make all the sense. It should, anyway. About why things are happening the way that they are. So I put 2 and 2 together in the past week. So it's kind of interesting. Again, right? They just tell me where to go, and I go. It's kind of cool. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So anyway, I'm not centered right. Or am I centered right? No, I need to be this way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I thought it was good. But anyway, we'll see who pops on. There's a few people here now, and we will see who else comes on in the next 2 minutes, let's say. Give it 2 more minutes. Dehydration in this weather is, oh my God, exhausting because the air is so dry. Although when it rains, the cold air just comes in and just takes all the moisture away. So, it's like, holy, bad. I mean, I wake up every morning and I'm just like so thirsty. It's crazy. And I drink like 4 or 5 of these a day, 28 ounces. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, give it another minute or 2. Yeah. See what happens. Yeah. We'll see. Yes. So, a lot of things we know are changing, right? And after last week's show and the week before that show, hey, Diane, how's it going? I haven't talked to you forever or even seen you. It's been I think it's been since Sinclair Shores. That was, gosh, Lee was still with me at the time. That's a long time ago. Probably 3 years, maybe 4 years. Not sure. Hey, Savannah, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Yeah, thanks for joining today. Just the last 2 weeks, it's kind of been, hey, Diane. Again, they were very impactful. Some people didn't like the videos, and that's fine. But when things are going on the way that they're going, we have to talk about what's real and what's not real. What we have to do, and we do what's not real. Okay. In fact, the filters for the straws and things for your water was a big thing from last week. Okay, I had 1 or 2 people send me different things about, hey, Lisa, hey, you, what's going on, girl? And some people sent me that the straws are available on Amazon, which is kind of cool. And then somebody sent me, I don't remember who it was, but sent me some type of filter machine thing that will filter the water wherever it's to get all the parasites and the bad junk out of it so that you can drink it. Yes, you can drink it. Because if there's no oil, there is no power. There's no pumps to pump the water to you. No, it doesn't happen. So that's what we have to really think of. Hey, Marcia, how's it going? Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, so it's just about, that was kind of cool, because I was very surprised that people went, when they, listen, there's so many options. There is. But it's just about making sure that you have enough water to drink if there's no water in your house, okay? That will not last for very long, all right? I mean, we're blessed in Metro Detroit because we have a nuclear power plant down on the Detroit River, and so from Detroit Edison, and it's there, and it's doing its thing, right? So we're probably luckier than most if you don't have a nuclear power plant that will bring you power to because utilities will be first, really. They'll be the first thing that get their power back and things like that. If the grid goes down because there's not any oil, whatever. Okay, this is all things that we don't know yet, right? We don't know. And people have asked me, well, Bill, do you have dates? I'm like, they're never going to give us dates. They're never going to give us dates because you'll hold us to it. And understanding they're not linear like we are. They're not. They're just there. There's no borders. There's no anything. They're just there. See? So once we can really get a hold of that and understand and don't live in expectation, that's the bonus. That's the bonus. That's the bonus. That's the bonus. See? And we have to get out of that because that is 3D. Living in expectation is third dimensional big time. Big time, big time, big time. I talked to some people last week, maybe this week too. It was fascinating because we went into like freaking 12D and stuff. And I'm like, it was so freaking cool. I don't know who it was that I talked to. I can't remember who it was, but it was so interesting and so just amazing, right? It's pretty cool that certain of us will go higher than what we thought we were going to go, right? So anyway, let's start with this. Venus squares Neptune in Cancer, May 22nd. Okay? So Venus is love and money, right? Neptune is dreams and subversion, propaganda, all those types of things, right? So I have lots and lots of notes that I had to get out because I needed to make sense of it, okay? Because I do that, because I told you guys how I do this, is that they'll bring me videos to watch. Like I'll just be doing, okay, Spirit, I'm just gonna plan for today's show. Only time they'll let me plan anything, right? And so I'll sit down at the table, go onto YouTube, look through stuff, and then boom, 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 boom. And you know I'm an astrology guy anyway, right? So these aspects, these types of things really, really hit home with myself. And a lot of people have a hard time understanding what it is, but I make it simple. Make it very, very, very simple. When I look at it and read it, right? So, okay. So first off, because Venus is love and money, okay, and Neptune is propaganda, subversion, dreams, being hidden, okay. So this is the 22nd. So this is going to be just a few weeks from now. Let's say times about a week and a half. It's going to be today's 7th. So 14. Yeah. So almost 2 weeks. All right. So we're feeling the energy now. Okay. So I will tell you, if you're going to watch TV or the news or reels or something that has to do with what's going on in the country, make sure that you put your genius cap on. Okay? And watch who you listen to. Don't go by the clickbait. Hey, Rusty. Don't go by the clickbait because that's clickbait. They're trying to get you to just watch just 3 minutes of it, right? Hey, Lacey. And then they get credit for it. And understand, guys, that people who do videos on YouTube that have 100,000 subscribers or more, or have a thousand subscribers or more, they get 40% of the ad revenue on those videos. So the more clicks they get, the more subscribers that they get. I mean, I know people that are making $25,000 to $30,000 in a month on YouTube videos. Okay, that's not me. I think I got 6 cents this month. It's like, you know what? Yeah. So if you see my postings ads, if you click on them, please click on them. I'll make $1, right? Whatever. So I don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet, right? So, okay. So understand that if you're gonna watch stuff, you got to have your genius cap on and understand that, okay, that doesn't seem real. That doesn't seem real, especially with this square. Okay. And what is the square? Venus and Neptune in Cancer. It's a square, right? It's a square. Conjunction is, wait. Now I'm all mixed up. Anyway, I know. Hang on. Conjunctions okay, guys, I got to find this out because it's going to drive me freaking nuts. I apologize. I'm sorry. What is a square in astrology? Okay, so it's a 90 degrees aspect between two planets, representing
astrology, a square.
Yeah, so it's 90 degrees. So it would be here and here. Okay, so they're close, right? So they're going to feed off each other or battle each other. So the one side with Neptune, lower vibrational beings. Thank you, Lene. Thank you. Conjunction. That's what I thought. Okay. So I thought, yeah, guess what? Because when I said square and then I went like this, Spirit's like, no, that's a conjunction. Like, okay, well, let me just check and see. So now I understand. I get them confused, especially when I'm doing this because my brain is running so freaking fast. Because that's why I'm talking so fast. Because my brain is like, zzz. So Neptune and Cancer, lower vibrational propaganda. Okay, things are getting bad. Gas in Michigan has come down a little bit, but not a lot. I believe outside Chicago, we have the highest gas price in the Midwest, in Detroit, in Metro Detroit, or in Michigan as a whole, but Metro Detroit for sure. Food prices are going up again. Inflation is going to be crazy between now and October. Okay, it's going to go up a lot. They're saying up to 8, 9, 10% inflation. Okay. Again, all because of Neptune in Cancer squaring Venus. Okay. That's the negative side. That side will try to scare you into believing it's short term. It's short term. Please don't worry about it. Please don't worry about it. Please don't worry about it. And then here comes the stimulus check. And I don't know if I talked about this last week or not. Because they're so far in the hole, okay? And a lot of people in 2016, because they got a check, voted for them again in 2020, but he didn't win. They voted for him again in 2024, for them again in 2024, because they promised stimulus checks. Well, what they promised? They promised checks for this and checks for that and checks for this and checks for that. Now there's a tariff check that's coming. They're not going to get a tariff checks. They may call it that, but understand the government is broke. There is no money. So we're going further and further and further in debt. I don't know if you saw this on my Facebook page, but there was we've never been in this place since World War II, where the debt is equal to our GDP, which is our yearly how much production we have. I think it's $31 trillion, which how in the hell are we going to pay that back? Yeah, taxing rich people. So anyway, this is going to be something that they go back to the script from 2024. All right? Back to the script of 2024. Transgender, gay people, pedophilia, not on our side, over-promising, telling lies and lies and lies and lies, about all those people. That's who you need to hate. Those people right there. Again, this is Venus squares Neptune. Okay? And then we got to talk about Pluto going retrograde in Aquarius, which goes until October. From now till October, 5 months of total freaking blow the freaking doors off. And that's where it makes so much sense. And I'll get to that in a minute. Okay. So this, because it's so quick, we're going to feel this from now until probably the 15th of June, maybe the 20th of June. So we've got a window of everything coming to pass. Everything coming to pass. And they're going to try to F us like dogs. I'm telling you, straight up. We talked about this. We talked about the straws. Trust me. Get your straws, get your filters, guys. They're going to clear out your parasites, your impurities. A Brita water thing's not going to do it. Because the water that you're going to need is not chlorified. Just like drinking out of a puddle of water on the pavement on your house. You can't do that because you'll be sick. Right? So we have to understand we're going back in time. Hey, Nancy, we're going back in time to things that we're not trained on. So Nate says, what about the hantavirus being like COVID? It is. That's the next thing that's going to come next year, 2027. Okay? And we all know there's 60% that are going to go with us. 20% is not. As things get bad, 10% of the 20% is going to join us, the 80%. 20% will stay believing this we're talking about now. Until 10 more percent leaves that and comes with us thinking, you people are crazy. And those are the people, maybe some of the others that stay with them for a while. That's what the virus is going to hurt. Again, Spirit told us a year ago that there was something coming, that there was going to be 80% was going with us and 20% or 90% and 10% was going to pass. Their contract on the planet is done. 3D is over with. They will go back to their home planets. It's going to happen before 2028. Okay? And with the people that we have now, there'll be no vaccines. There'll be no vaccines. The more people that pass away, the happier they'll be. That's the way that they scare you into believing in the dictatorship. But we all know what's going to happen with that between now and July. Okay? We've talked about that before, right? So understanding that it's not all bad. We have to be able to decipher and not be in fear, because I'm telling you, you're protected by your spirit guide, your guardian angels, and the divine. You carry the light, or you wouldn't be watching the show, or any of the shows that you truly enjoy on YouTube, or on Facebook Reels, or whatever, TikTok, whatever, right? Those things wouldn't be there if they weren't semi-good. And you can pick out the good ones and the bad ones. We always can, right? So, yeah, I gotta shut my door. So that is the Neptune, the Neptune side. But also stirring people, this is the Venus side, okay? Stirring people up to fight for what's right. Talking about what it is to be an American, who we are. Other side can't hold that narrative. Not now. Because they're going down. Okay? What do you believe in? Believe in this, the newness of what's coming, of being in a progressive, taking care of people country that taxes wealthy people to pay for people who are less fortunate? Yes, that's going to happen. That's coming. This is part of this, right? Let me get the dog. Okay, you're in for good. Okay? So get up on the couch and go to sleep. Come on, get up on the couch. Or you can get in the purple chair if you want. But get up on the couch and go tonight. So this this here, Venus squaring Neptune, and Pluto going retrograde in Aquarius until October, these two things right here are going to change our lives like we've never thought would actually happen. For the better. For the better, everybody. For the better. Understand and believe you are divinely guided. We all are. But it takes a little bit of time to believe it because of our third dimensional shit that we deal with every day, right? But understanding that if you need something, they're going to bring it to you if you believe it can happen. Again, you guys have seen 2 or 3 different things for me in the last 9 months with my car, right? It's unbelievable when things like that happen. Being a Capricorn Aquarius, I'm like, okay, show me the proof. Show me the Carfax, right? Or that. Show me. Show me how that happens. Then when it happens to you, you go, holy cannoli. This is so freaking crazy. How does it happen? It's not your business. I know how it happens. That they've got you. They've got you. Just have to believe that the challenge that you're facing is a challenge to show you that you don't need to survive, that you need to live. By casting off all the junk that no longer serves you. And again, that is not only Venus squares Neptune, but also Pluto in Aquarius. Spirit showed me this about Pluto in Aquarius. That the passageway is this big, and you got to make yourself small to get through that there. How you do that? Get rid of all your shit. The energy today has been toss that stuff away. Toss it away, toss it away. I got bags full. And I don't have that much. But I know why I have that energy, right? It's time to go. They're trying to make it easy for me when it's time to go that I'm not going, oh my God, I get all this stuff thrown away. Oh my God, I don't have that much. But they got me doing it anyway right now. And it's already the 7th of May. Yeah, 7th of May. Okay, works for me. But we do things that automatically. You ever get the need to clean? The feeling that you gotta clean? I gotta clean this up. I gotta throw this away. I gotta da-da-da-da. Yeah. And when you don't do it, you feel rotten. You didn't do it. And it's still cluttered. It's still whatever. Yeah. The other day, they had me cleaning out my cupboards in my living room and my kitchen, and wiping everything down. I am done if ever, in 16 years. I thought it'd be okay. It'll be pretty clean, whatever. Filthy. But I understand why. Because I know me. I'm not going to leave an apartment that's not completely done. Because I want my money back, right? I'm not going to get it back because I know that, because I know how this place works now with the new management. So they're going to keep my $1,000 without any interest in it. They're just going to take it and put it in their bank account, keep it in their bank account, and I'll get nothing out of it, which is fine. I'll be out of here. And that's what you have to look at. What are they doing to frustrate me, to make me angry, to make me sad? What are they doing for me to get past this space? And that's what both these aspects are all about. Exactly. So my friend Lene says Trump has Saturn and Venus conjunction in his 12th house. Interesting. That's kind of a thing. Ooh, Saturn and Venus? Lord. Saturn is my ruler, and it's a tough, it's structure. It's the government. It is just structure. It's top down. You know, I get all of it and you get nothing. That's Saturn. And if you don't like it, it doesn't matter. I'm the boss. That doesn't work any longer at all. So we will see this summer the rise up of people from the Venus side, let's say. Okay? Because of what's going to happen, they're going to try to torpedo us. Okay? On the other side. To get us to believe the propaganda of it's only going to be a little bit of a time, and here's a check for $1,000. Okay? That you got to claim on your taxes. And they take 20, or maybe it's classified as a bonus, and now it's 40% you got to pay to the government because of that. So now it's not $1,000, it's $600. Okay, well, that's not right, is it? Well, I gave you something, so you need to be loyal to me. that is Neptune. Anything that is in the darkness, that's in the fog, is going to come to the light. Not now, but by July. By July. Okay? So yes, okay. So painting a false picture, the propaganda, right? This is what's happening. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. Look at the man on the screen in The Wizard of Oz. Don't look at that man behind the curtain. There's nothing reason to look at that. Toto, put that back. Right? Put that covering back. Put that drape back. Put that drape back. Don't look there. Look there. Oh, that's the propaganda, right? And we will also hear, by the end of the month, we will hear Supreme Leader a lot from that side. That is, again, Venus squaring Uranus. No, squaring Neptune. Yes. Okay? That whole side is going to bubble up and it's going to get really, really crazy and really intense. And they're going to do everything they possibly can because he's at 23% in some polls. He knows what's coming. He knows what's coming. And I truly believe that they're all trying to say that they're not afraid of losing, that they're not afraid of blah, blah, blah. Well, I saw a possible poll today where Democrats would have twice as many seats as them. So it'd be 1 to 2, 1 to 3. Yeah. Democrats would have 65%, they would have 35%. Well, that's a ruling majority. You can do what the hell you want to in both houses. See? So then that's the light, right? Also, I will say, that's not even in this because now Spirit's taking me in another direction, which is understanding that the Pope is going to be religiousless very, very, very soon. He's going to start speaking out and understanding more and more that he is a world figure, not just for the Catholics. Okay? I believe he already knows that. I believe that he's already been given that information. I believe that he is far more superior than what people believe him to be. They like him to shut up, of course, and not get involved. But that tells you that they're going to hate anybody who doesn't like that, what's going on. And they use the propaganda to hey, Cousin Patty, what's going on? To absolutely try to discourage that, which isn't going to happen. But also get people on that side to turn against, even if they're Catholic, against the Pope. Okay? It's not going to happen. If it does, they're not true Catholics. Okay? So us understanding that is that's the figure that again, Spirit talked about, God, a year ago? Probably a year ago, maybe more, about the man who was not born. Well, he was born, but he was doing mass at age 5. So he came with a divine purpose, and that is to lead us and the world out of third dimension and into 5D. Okay? So, and again, we all know about the figure who's going to show up also, who's already, again, his library opens in June, and he's been very, very visible for the past month and a half, 2 months. Okay? It's all in practice, it's all in purpose, it's all in what's going on in the country. That will come to light, I will tell you, by October for sure, but probably big time in July. In July. Because of the aspects that are, just the energy that's going to happen in July with all of that up there. Okay? So, they will also try to, well, like I said before, they will bring back the transgender issue. They will bring back anything that they believed worked in 2024. Well, they're also going to go after gay people and black people and anybody who speaks out about anything. Now, I don't know about you guys, but here in Metro Detroit, they tried to buy, they did actually buy a warehouse, one of many across the country, to store people in after they picked them up. Not immigrants, people, humans. Just like in Hungary, just like in Russia. Okay? Just like in Nazi Germany. Okay? They believe this is what this is what they honestly believe. If you read Project 2025, it's all in those 900 pages. Okay? Hey, Carol. And no one thought to read it and believe that it was true because they were not supposed to believe it. It had to come true. Okay? So is it going to work? Maybe this much for a minute. But the divine always wins. The light always overpowers the dark. And we will see that, happen. We will see that happen sometime between now and July. Okay? And I'm sure of this. Spirit's been talking about this for like ever. And the time's going by so fast that it's happening extremely fast, right? And it's meant to do that, to catch us off guard. That's why Spirit says, if you're going to watch a reel or you're going to watch YouTube or whatever, watch the evening news, whatever, understand with the evening news, they're not allowed to say anything negative about the administration. Maybe 10% bad. But they can't tell you all the bad things that are happening with the government, or they're going to lose their license. The threat of losing their license, okay? And those threats are meaningful simply because the revenue that they need for the corporation, ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, just got bought by the people that own CBS now. So look for that to change. Around the world, the propaganda network for the world now will start on CNN. For this much time, till they're removed. And we get in a transformational state, which is Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. That's what that is. Okay? That's what that is. It's total transformation. Hard transformation. I'm talking transformation that you think you got this much time, you ain't got that much time. It goes until October. That's it. It's already in motion now. Okay? We got from now till October. And it's going to be brutal for some people who didn't do their work yet. Who blew it off. I'm good. And I know a lot of those people. Right? And they've already been, oh my God, I'm crying all the time. I'm so angry. I'm so mystified. Bill, I don't know which end is up. Did you feel like that before? Well, yeah, I just ignored it. This time I can't ignore it. Bingo. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. What is Aquarius? Technology. Aquarius is a little bit of structure, a little bit of not structure. We got to get you, and Spirit has said this every Thursday at 3 o'clock. Spirit, we need to get you to here. Hey, Julie, because that's where we need you. Are they going to get you there by the end of the year? Guaranteed. Because you ain't going to crack. You're going to be right here. You may sit on your couch or lay on your couch for a week where you can't get up, crying, eating whatever you want, whatever, don't understand it. That's because you're purging all of your 12,000 years of bullshit that you did not do prior, a little bit at a time. Yeah. Fear. Being fearful. Being in this place of not believing and trying to understand with your third dimensional brain. That doesn't work. Feel like you're going to have a nervous breakdown. You're not going to have a nervous breakdown. They're going to take you right to the edge. Bill, I can't work. Okay, take a week off. I don't want to spend my day. You don't have a choice. If and when that happens, you got to take a week off. Or 2 days on the weekend. Take the weekend in 2 days, right? Or whatever. But you're not going to understand or get any messages unless you're truly blessed of why. But I'll tell you what, after that 4 days of cleansing, 5 days of cleansing, I had a person who's 2 weeks in cleansing. He couldn't move for 2 weeks. He was like, I don't get this, Bill, but I've never felt like this in my lifetime. And then he got out of it closer to the end. He went, holy sheesh, I can't believe this. Bill, I know all this stuff now. Yeah. Because you didn't take it serious before. Because it wasn't your time. Right place, right time. Soul journey. They'll punish you because they're supposed to punish you. not really punish you, but make it hard for you, right? Because you didn't think about doing it before because it wasn't really bugging you. You could just go on with your life. But then all of a sudden it gets crunch time. You're like, holy moly, this is crazy. Oh my God, I can't stop crying. I'm so angry. I feel like my heart is breaking. Because they're taking all of your 12,000 years of energy and knowings out of your body over a week-long period. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Yeah. Don't go to the doctors. They're not going to find anything. Oh, you're depressed. Okay, cool. Then give me that pill. Let's see what it's going to do. And we'll see how it is. Well, it takes about 2 weeks to connect. Okay. Well, it's not the pill that got you through it. It was them and you believing, I have to go through this to come out the other side. I have to. Letting all of your stuff, love, hate, war, being how you died each lifetime, what you were disappointed in your lifetimes, what happened to you in this lifetime, letting all that stuff go in a great therapy session that lasts 7 days, 24 hours a day, of you just being miserable. If it doesn't happen, you've done some of your work. But for some people, they're going to feel it. They've already felt it. They're better now. See? But with Pluto going retrograde in Aquarius, it's the collective. It's the collective. And with me having an Aquarius rising sign, I've already been through 18 years with Pluto in Capricorn from 2008 and 18 years. And then it goes into Aquarius for 20 years. What are you doing? Come on. But I'm a different guy than I was then when I started the transformation in 2008. Right? Quit my job in the middle of that after 35 years to do this for a living, not knowing what the hell it was. Yeah. See? Then you got the numerology thing, right? The last 9 years. Ended in 2025. So they're taking all this stuff away from you if you know it or not. But I bet you if you look back at the last 9 years, right? You're going to go, wow, back 2016 to 2025? Holy sheesh. That sucked. It really sucked. Yeah. See? And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. See? That's what all these aspects are all about in the summertime. See? Because Pluto goes retrograde once a year. Every planet goes retrograde, usually once a year. Mercury goes 3 times a year. Venus goes 2, 3, 4 times a year. Why? Because they're inner planets. The outer planets take longer to go through. Yeah. And the outer planets are more powerful than the ones closer to us. Yeah. See? So that's why this is so important. That's why when Spirit said it's going to be between, I think he said like April, May through July. And I didn't know the whole story because this is what they do, for me anyway. They don't want to get me too ahead of the story. Because being a Capricorn, I can string pieces together like nobody's business. And then make a true narrative of, okay, this is what's going to happen. And we did that 2015, 2016, before the first time. And then we talked about it again in 2019. And we talked about it in 2024. And that's where the voter fraud came in, right? That they've yet to find in most places. But they will find it in 2027 when all these shenanigans are done and over with. And as Spirit said before in many of these conversations is that there will, once they're removed, other people that have been part of the corruption are going to be unalive by themselves. They're going to do it themselves because they don't want the shame. They don't want the prison or worse, Nuremberg trials. Spirit keeps telling me Nuremberg trials. Something similar, Nuremberg trials. Well, if you don't know what happened there, look it up. Google it. You'll be very surprised at what happened. Not really, but yeah. But it's all about transformation, guys. An intense transformation that we are having to go through. We don't have a choice. Everybody's going through it across the planet. It's intensified here because we're supposed to be the country that goes through it first. Okay? Understand that. With all of this also, as things happen and progress like they're supposed to, it's going to get pretty bad where other countries have to bail us out. Literally bail us out to run the government. Yes. See? A place that we've never been before. Because we're the youngest country on the planet that has the largest economy and also has the largest military. Because of the military complex. That's going to shrink. It's going to shrink. There's going to be a lot of contractors that are going to go bye-bye. Because they feed off us every day with more and more and more and more. Because, you know how don't have a pissing match? Mine's bigger than yours, whatever, with the boys. Yeah, that's all it is. So once the females get involved, 2028, 2032, big time. Either or. She's yet to be determined, Spirit just said. She's yet to decide. She's yet to be that person who's the phoenix. Again, because the former president will be there until 2028 in the election. See? But I want you to understand this. They have the plan. We do not. We can look at the aspects and go, okay, this right here is pretty cool. It's pretty intense, Chimes. It's pretty like, okay, I have my soul journey and I have my contract. I don't know what the hell it says, but I know that it's for my betterment. It's for me and the collective. And so I have to be very, very conscious of what I tell myself in my head or out loud. I have to be very, very conscious of in fact, I caught one person today that I talked on the phone with, and she was like, Bill, do they understand that I'm broke? I have no money. I don't understand how come they don't understand. I said, okay, so what did you just say? Well, if you're going to say that out loud, it's also in your head, you're going to be broke. Well, that's just today. Okay, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. None of us have enough yet. Ancient money's coming, right? For all of us, it's coming. Stuff that your soul put away for now, it's all coming once you follow your journey. You can't speed it up. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Because as a good Capricorn, I'd have spun that thing faster and faster. Doesn't work like that. Soul journey. Right place, right time. Chimes. See? That's one chime. That's one chime right there. Yeah. See? That's how confirmation, that's intense. See? So when we're stuck in, I want to do it faster, I want to do it faster, I want to do it faster. Audrey, yes. There's a movie on Netflix, The Nuremberg Trials. Yes. It's very good. It's very good. I wish it would have been longer, telling more stuff, but I understand why they couldn't do that. Because me being the history guy that I am, I wanted the whole picture. But maybe someday they'll do a documentary or they will do a series. So we could watch it every week. Like 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 episodes. That'd be fantastic if they could do that. Maybe they'll do that after what goes on in the United States actually happens. Okay? So, but understand, everybody, that this is all about your transformation. It's all about you getting from point A to point B or C or D ASAP. And your soul chose it to be like that. You had no input in that. But these aspects right here, right? Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Massive. Massive. Pluto is the god of the underworld. Things that are hidden will be seen. Neptune is foggy and just mystical and wonderful, and just everything is shaded. Again, squaring Venus, love and money. See? Love and money, deceit, hidden. All of a sudden, with Pluto retrograde, it's all seen. It's all seen. Everything comes to the light. Everything comes to the light. Yes, everything comes to the light. And that's what all of this is. Purge, remove, and unearth. Transformation. Purge, remove, unearth, transformation. Secrets, the underworld. Pluto is like the phoenix rising from the dirt. It brings clarity. It gives rid of everything that's in the way from those other planets. It pushes it away. And it's a freaking tiny planet. But it's so far out that it takes 100, I forget how long it takes to go around the 300, I think it's 386 years. Maybe not that. Yeah, 386 years, I think. Before it makes a total travel around the sun. And it's there. It takes so long because it's so far out, but it also takes to clear that stuff from all those other planets. It brings everything to the light. Especially in Aquarius. Because Aquarius is air. Well, Aries doesn't, I don't see the air unless it's foggy, misty, Neptune-ish. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Just takes it all away because of the power that it has. So for us, it's very, very important that we understand that all of the things that are happening to us now are going to serve us in the future. And when you have fear, make sure that you don't hold that. Okay? Don't hold that. Because they're going to try to propagandize everything they can possibly imagine. And they're supposed to. See? They're supposed to. Because it takes the 100% of us, right? You in or out? I'm out. I'm not playing this game with you. I'm not playing in the third dimensional game. 60%, then 65, then 70, then 75, then 80, then 85, and 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Eventually, it'll be 100% after these other people pass away. That next pandemic, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. You'll have to go to Canada to get a vaccine, if they'll let you in. If you're in Metro Detroit or around the border of Canada, the northern states, Washington State, stuff like that, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, New York, Pennsylvania. See? All those states up north, we can, again, if they'll let you cross the border to get the vaccine, bonus. But there will be, Spirit says, dark clinics that will give you the vaccine. And you'll know which one is right, which one is not right. Because again, the wrong people will get the vaccine and they'll pass away. Because it's not the right vaccine. It's not the vaccine at all. Because they're in 3D. They're not connected to their soul, number one, Spirit says. They're also not connected to the divine. But if one person in their family is connected to the divine, or two or three or whatever, right? They take them, the not one, with them if they have to. Let's get chills. Yeah, see? Everything is in place for this to be, from now till 2030, total transformation. And we've never seen anything like this in our lifetime. Lifetimes, I should say. Yeah. Yeah. So Jesse just said, me and my neighbor literally just lost power and they won't have it back until 8. It's going to happen more and more. See? Again, could be all kinds of things, right? A squirrel going to the transformer. Could be all kinds of different things. somebody hitting the pole, right? And knocks a transformer down. Yeah. Or not. See? Or not. I ask every day, okay, take care of me. Make sure we have a good day. Make sure that the car's fine. Make sure that Daisy eats. Make sure that Daisy don't go crazy on me. Whatever. Yeah. See? So that's what's coming for the next 5 months. Yeah. Yeah. See? And the awesome thing is just to understand what it is. Book a reading. You think $75, whatever, for half an hour, whatever it is, right? Yeah, if you want to know. If you can. If you can't, okay, call me. I'll give you something. I'll calm you down, not for half an hour or an hour, but I can calm you down in 5 minutes, possibly. Depends on how close our energy is with each other, right? If I've talked to you many times before, whatever. Yeah. See? So that's all what's coming. And I would love for people to write in the comments anything, either here or on YouTube, anything that they felt during this conversation. A lot of people have left. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. Again, it's not, for me, it's not about how many people are on the broadcast. It's not. I could be talking to the air. I wouldn't care because somebody eventually is going to see it, right? Same on YouTube. I even got 656 people that are subscribed to the channel. Okay, it doesn't, yeah, okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter to me because eventually I'm doing it for the collective because Spirit tells me I need to do it. Yeah. I've surrendered 100%, mostly. I'm still connected, but I'm also still in 3D. See? So if you guys can do that on the bottom, like in this one, or over on YouTube when I post it, it'd be awesome. So I want to show you guys something. Yesterday I had lunch with 2 people that I've known since I met so many people at the Frankenmuth Psychic Fair that I did for, God, probably 2 years, like twice a year. And these are 2 ladies that I met. And they used to be in my memberships, but they kind of timed up. You know, again, they're so connected. It was crazy. And my one friend is Nancy, and my other friend is Kathy. And we had lunch up in Fenton at Crust yesterday. And Nancy paints, and she painted me one thing, and I got it last year. She brought it to me in the spring at lunch, and it was awesome. It fits in my bathroom perfectly, right? And this is the one she gave me yesterday. Now, look at this. Any way that she put it, right, it tells a story. So what she does with this is she puts paint, squirts of paint down, and she presses the canvas to it. I don't know if she moves it around a little bit or whatever, but that is the outcome. And yesterday at the restaurant, we were sitting by the window, and I put it by the window, and the fuchsia lit up like it was electrified. And we noticed all these different things on there, right? That are there. I mean, this, and the orange, and the fuchsia, and this, right? And this here. It's all drawn by them. She did it she said, Under the Sea, 2025. She did this in 2025. And they said, and she was like, okay, Bill, I'm supposed to bring you this. She wrapped it all up, and it was very, 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 very cute. And see, any way that you turn it, wonderful. She's a school teacher for many, many, many years. Okay? So these types of things came out as she was a teacher. I think she was a music teacher, or maybe she was just a regular school teacher, whatever. But she sings. She's Scottish. She's like my family, like my grandpa's side. It's so funny how we connected with each other. Kathy was, when I first met both of them, Nancy came to me, and Kathy went to somebody else. And I talked to Nancy for a while. And then Kathy came over and she was like, what's taking so long? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. And she was standing there listening to me talking to Nancy. Spirit talking to her, right? And she's like, holy shit, I got gypped. I'm like, well, you can sit down next if you want. So she sat down and Nancy kind of strolled around the fair. And yeah, and we've been friends ever since. That was probably 2000. I met Dietrich in 23. So probably 21. Probably right as the fair started to get up again. Probably 20, probably 21, maybe 22. I don't think it's been, I think it might have been before the pandemic. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's so amazing how you make friendships through activities, right? And you have such a deep connection to that person. Like there's people that watch the show, right? That watch the program that I'm known for less than a year. My friend Lacey. And she's like my sister. It's like, okay, hey Sherry. She's like my sister. Yeah, Carol, Fenton, Michigan, yeah. It's like she's like my family, right? She found me out of the blue. I showed up on her Facebook one day, she said, or in YouTube or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. And so she made an appointment. Yeah. See? They will lead people to you is going to happen. And I say that because when your brightness starts to shine, it's going to happen this year, guys. I'm telling you, straight up. You may not think it, but I tell you what. The one person I have in my mind about it took her a little bit of time, and she came up through their end, and she's like, holy shit, though, I can't believe how different I am. There you go. Yeah. See? They will lead people to you to help in your transformation this year. Right? Got 7 months left of the year. It's almost halfway already. It's almost halfway. June is only 2.5 weeks away, maybe 3 weeks away. Next week's the 15th of the month already. What? What happened? That's on purpose. See? So I tell you guys these things because as you go through this journey, you're going to find more and more people like you. And you might have thought before they were weird and kind of kinky. In fact, my sister said something today about somebody's haircut, and I was like, judgmental? No, don't do that. She was like, Because sister, I know who you are. I've known you my entire lifetime, sis. I know who you are. You may claim to be this up here, but guess what? You ain't all that up there. And you may have been that person until you get through this transformation and you go, oh my God, I'm so freaking weird. I know I'm weird. I know I'm weird big time. I don't care. I never have cared a lot. Even when I was in my 40s, 30s. Well, 30s kind of. But 40s, not at all. My bird finger would go up, just get out of here. Yeah. So understand that you're here and they're not. And when you don't get treated the way that you think you should be treated, they're not you because you treat them like that. They're not you. You are of a higher energy for the planet. They're not. Could be your best friend from kindergarten. Could be your family, your sister, your brother, whoever. They're not you. And you have to remember that. That's one of my favorite things to say to people that call me on the phone and we have conversations about things, and I'll say, but they're not you. Ask anybody in my memberships how many times I've told them in a phone conversation, they're not you. Because we're a special breed of human that treats people with respect, treats people with love, have a certain value to people. And if they don't treat you the way that you believe that they would, and you go, Bill, I don't understand how come they don't do this. I do this to them. I do this for them because they're not you. You're here. They're not. See? So think about that. Where's your place? It's here. May not be here. That's okay. You're going there. No one's escaping, Spirit just said. It's pill and bill. No one's escaping this. We're all going to be people that people need. We're all going to be people who are going to have these amazing conversations with people about them and their lives as you tell your story on stage at seminars. Hey, Barb. That will start to happen, I'll tell you, in 2027. By the end of 2027, there'll be seminars around the country that are doing exactly that. Gathering people like yourself, 2 or 3 or 4 of them, putting on a Saturday program, right? And there'll be 500 people in the audience that all paid $50 to get in, okay? Or maybe $25 to get in at the first time, whatever. Who could be $100, whatever, right? And they're going to give you a fourth of what we make at the door. So far, we got 500 tickets sold. Okay, cool. Got to talk for an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Okay. How many people, half, 2/3 of the audience raises their hand. You sound like me. You sound like me. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this woman on stage, this man on stage is me. How come I didn't know any of this? Because they're just starting out. And that's how you make your extra money. Because it goes from 500 people to 1,000 people to 2,000 people to 3,000 people. And the venues get bigger and bigger and bigger. Remember Oprah's things at like stadiums and things like that, indoor stadiums, and she introduced Dr. Phil and she introduced Dr. Oz, both of them which are quackadoodles, right? Now we know that, now we understand that. But it was a great day for self-empowerment and love and understanding. That's what's coming for us. Yeah. Who's going to start it? I don't know. Maybe me. I don't know. Whatever I'm guided to do, right? But trust me, they've got it all planned for you to be the one that people follow. Bill, I don't want to be that person. You don't have a choice. Maybe you write books. Maybe you channel books, right? Maybe, again, there's all kinds of different things. Maybe you have a podcast. Maybe you have videos on YouTube, not just a podcast. Yeah. They will guide you no matter what. No matter what. So, all right, God, I'm going to let you go. Readings are still on sale through the end of the month. Pick those up. Half hours are on sale, so are hours, billhobart.com. If you want to join the memberships, we would love to have you. It's a great time. It is unlimited questions. It is a true tribe, and there's love and affection in that thing for everybody. I think there's 25 people in there now, maybe 26, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Some people participate in the Zoom call every third Wednesday of the month. Some people don't. They don't think that they need it, or they're doing their own little thing. But it's available, right? But the common energy of everybody in the memberships is we're going through this together, right? That if they have questions, they ask each other, or they call me, or they text me, they call me, whatever, right? But it's all available. billhobart.com. Check it out. Okay? Guys know, got any questions, you know where to find me. You can email me, you can call me, you can Facebook text me, Messenger, whatever it's called. I'll answer your questions when I can. It may not be where I'm going to talk that afternoon or I'm going to talk that night, because sometimes I don't. Sometimes this whole journey has been kind of exhausting, and it's getting faster and faster and faster for all of us. So, yeah, have some grace. Don't get mad. Don't think I'm annoying you, because I'm not. Because if I jump on it for the first time, be like, holy shit, Bill, that was fast. Yeah, because I'm supposed to talk to you. Okay? And sometimes my phone doesn't ding, and usually after 7 o'clock, there's only maybe 1 or 2 people that they will get me to talk to after 7 o'clock, because I can't get to sleep after I connect and I'm doing that thing. Okay? So, I'll see you next Thursday. Coach for the Soul, Thursdays at 3. See you guys. Peace.